Hey everybody, welcome to Your Beautiful Table, a YouTube channel and a website all about helping you make your tabletops beautiful. Today we're going to talk about the Bath & Body Works Cucumber and Lily scented candle, so stay tuned. Thanks everybody for coming on back. If you're new to the channel, know that we have a newsletter. You can sign up for updates below, and I do drawings regularly. So when our blog and YouTube channel hit particular milestones, I'll do a drawing. So you got to be signed up for the newsletter for me to be able to draw your name. So that's how I pick names from the newsletter subscribers. So I recently have been going through the candle closet and sort of doing some last minute late summer burns, and I wanted to try this cucumber and lily candle that I've had for a long time from Bath & Body Works. Let me bring it up to the camera to show you what it looks like. So it's got nice big lilies here on the front. No cucumbers really, but a nice botanical print of a beautiful pink lily and the green leaves. This is actually a wrap. I can feel the, if I grab my fingers here, there's a wrap all the way around and it seamed right there. So this wrap helps to keep the wax hidden, which is probably a good thing, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And then of course you can see on the bottom there's the label. The top is really nice and just real simple. It has the White Barn label and it's a shiny black top, sort of that glossy black. I like this. It shows dust a little bit and a little bit of fingerprints, but a soft damp cloth can clean it up really easily. Classic silicone gasket. It's a classic 3-wick candle from Bath & Body Works. And you can see that the wax, it started out as a brighter white color, but then has sort of faded into that yellowier color. You can see a little bit of soot and smoke and a little bit of pops on the side. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But overall, the candle, no real dark soot marks on the sides of the candle walls. So even when I open this candle up right here, just like many other Bath & Body Works candles, this particular candle has a nice fragrance bubble just in the immediate. Now, the fragrance that I get when this candle is on cold is lovely. It is a nice, sharp, bright white floral, which I particularly like, especially for spring and summer. It is clean and fresh and bright and just sort of invigorating. That cucumber, I don't necessarily get the cucumber essence. What I get is a watery nuance to this particular fragrance. So let's take a look at the fragrance notes that Bath & Body Works wrote. So it said fresh cucumber, green tea, lily of the valley with essential oils. So that bright white floral fragrance that you get is that lily of the valley. And it's not a nuanced lily of the valley, but rather it is just a general white floral, which I particularly like. Lily of the valley can get a little bit sweeter, but this is, I would say, goes greener and goes wetter when it's on cold. When you burn this candle, I find that the candle fragrance changes, and it is definitely very strong, sharp, bright white floral. So even though I'm a floral fan, this one, the cucumber and lily fragrance, was too sharp, too bitter for me. It was it wasn't nuanced enough when it was burning the candle, and it could have been a component of the candle intensity versus the candle fragrance. This candle had a very strong fragrance intensity when it was lit and there was a full wax pool. I mean 10, 10, 10, if we, 11, 12 on a 10-point scale. So it was very strong. I was burning it in a space that was about 1,100 square feet, and it was almost running me out of there. So if you burn it in a bathroom, if you burn it in a bedroom, if you burn it in a smaller space, just know that unless you love really strong candle intensity, this one might be too strong for you. Of course, you can always open a window and balance the fragrance, or open into a larger space. But gosh, this one, you really get a lot of bang for your buck when it came to fragrance intensity for this particular candle. The thing that was disappointing, or that I didn't really love, was that it felt like the candle nuance changed. On cold, beautiful, beautiful scent. When it was lit, it was definitely sharp and almost bitter, and not as enjoyable when it's on cold. I get the nuance of the candle fragrance here with the wet notes of the cucumber and water and the lily of the valley. That just sort of went away when I had it lit and there was a full wax pool. So that's one of the reasons why you don't see that I burned this a lot, because I burned it and I kept trying to like push through, but y'all, it was too intense. I just really had to stop. And so this one, if you have a wax melter, this one might be one that you could use on a wax melter and have a more nuanced experience. But it was really, really strong. So if you like super strong candles, the Bath and Body Works Cucumber and Lily fragrance might be for you. It is a lovely fragrance on cold and might be really appealing in a different format, like maybe a wallflower or in a different method. But as a candle, it was really intense. So the candle formed a quick wax pool with those 3 wicks, and the wicks were well sized for this particular candle. I trimmed the wicks after the first burn or so, but then they sort of maintained the appropriate ratio to wick to wax. They popped a little bit when I relit them, and you saw a little bit of flecks of popping on the side, but they didn't soot or smoke terribly bad that was like anything out of the ordinary. So overall, okay wick performance in the time that I burned the candle. So the 14.5 ounce Bath and Body Works candle has at least 35 hours of burn time. That's what's promised on the candle, and it could go longer than that depending on the conditions in your home. This retails for $24.50. Of course, those of you who are Bath and Body Works fans know that you can get this candle for much less on special candle days, on sale, those kinds of things. So, you know, if you want to try this one out, it's a lovely fragrance for spring and summer. If you have a huge house, or if you burn it with the window open, or if you really like strong candle fragrance. But for me, this was just too intense. One of the cool things is if I wanted to take it back to Bath and Body Works, they have a money back guarantee, so I could just take it back. But now that I've burned it and shared it with you, you know, I just wouldn't feel good about it. But you know, if you find a candle that you're just like, whoa, that's not going to work for me, I love that guarantee from Bath and Body Works. So $24.50 is a little bit steep for this particular candle, but y'all know that you can get it for less. But overall, you know, they are, you know, it's too much of a good thing with this candle performance. So friends, I've shared a couple of different candles with you recently. I talked about the pink petal tea cake, and then I shared about rosewater and ivy. And so this cucumber and lily might be the last one that I do for spring and summer. I'm gonna move into my fall candles. If you have a fall candle recommendation, one that you want me to burn over the next couple of months, leave your fall candle recommendations in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already. That's how we do our giveaways. So the newsletter link is down below. Would love to hear from you that way. Friends, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.